This is perhaps one of the most unique MMOs of all time, so before you guys even think of clicking away, just take a few minutes to learn why that is. Now, I did a video on A Tale in the Desert way back in like 2017, I think. Maybe it was in 2018. My memory isn't really what it once was. But I did not get very far, and I really didn't grasp or even understand the game, like, at all. So fast forward to 2019, I read that they were releasing their brand new Tale, Tale 9, which is a complete wipe of the game, and a relaunch with new features and new things to accomplish. What better time is there to jump in then? As I stated, this is one of the most unique MMOs I have ever played, and I have played almost all of them. I know you guys are often looking for something special, something innovative, something truly unique, and I believe that A Tale in the Desert might be that game for some of you. See, unlike most MMOs that have an emphasis on combat because, well, I guess we've been led to believe that MMOs need combat, A Tale in the Desert instead has a large focus on a variety of social activities providing the basis for the game. And by a large focus, I mean that the game doesn't actually have any combat at all. Instead, you work together with the community to build up and craft your very own life, while supporting the other members of your faction. Factions play a large part in the grand scheme of things. They allow you access to new building options, public work projects, and even allow for participation in community events. Over time, you will gain the ability to become a faction elder, giving you the power to not only expel members from your own faction, but you also gain the ability to invite members of another faction to convert over. One major thing that sets A Tale in the Desert apart from other MMOs is that your life in Egypt is finite. Every single tale has a limited duration. See, A Tale in the Desert offers both a foregame, a mid-game, and an endgame. On average, each tale lasts a grand total of approximately 18 months, after which the game ends and the next tale begins. Each tale brings with it new features that are often made at the request of the player base. Now, I played the game over the weekend, and I gotta say, it definitely doesn't hold your hand. I'd forgotten what that was like. With MMOs these days, I'll either auto-pathing you to your quest objective or highlighting exactly what you need to do as to not provoke any thought or problem-solving ability from the player. Instead, I was told things like, hey, go out there and find that rock near the water, which admittedly took me like a solid 20 minutes to do because all I saw were plants. And I didn't know I had to click something on my screen to loot the rocks near the water. Then there were things like go craft a blade from the skill menu, and then proceeding to not tell me that the skill menu was actually accessed by right-clicking my person as opposed to the skill menu at the top left of the navigation menu. So, things like this made me think and engage the community for help. Some of the quests took me forever to come to the conclusion of what I actually needed to do, while others the community helped with. This kind of difficulty is something that I just do not see in newer MMOs, and it is something I sorely miss. I guess that's part of the reason why Classic WoW has done so well for itself, and why so many people were anticipating it. Since Tale 9 just launched, the player base is at its peak. I logged in and saw at least 30 different players running around participating in the newbie area like I was. New players were spawning in at least every other minute, with current players building their cart and leaving the newbie zone to make a life for themselves in Egypt. I will admit, when I booted the game up, I did not expect the game to have so many people playing it. Nor did I expect to see so many new players logging in after I'd created my character. The community is actually pretty damn large, and that is refreshing to see as the game really is a unique little gem and a lot of people just seem to have overlooked it. I played through the game over the entire weekend, recording footage up to being able to begin your journey in Egypt so players are capable of experiencing everything their new life has to offer themselves without me spoiling it. I had a lot of fun. I went in expecting to feel a little, I guess, bored with a lack of combat, but what I was greeted with instead was engaging, thought-provoking gameplay. An MMO that actually had me think about what I needed to do and actually use my brain, or the experience of the community at least, to make progress. This is the kind of innovation I wish we had in MMO development right now. This is the kind of game I wish developers would take a risk and try to make. We don't need the tried and true, already established style of MMOs that have been failing over the last decade. What we need is something interesting and something different. A Tale in the Desert is an MMO that has you progress over the course of a finite life, providing you an end to every playthrough with thousands of other players. The game constantly reinvents itself to remain fresh and offers players a constant incentive to keep playing whilst never, I guess, allowing the experience to ever grow stagnant. A Tale in the Desert is different, it's unique. If you have yet to try the MMORPG out, then you are definitely missing out. Yes, it is not for those of you that have this innate need, this innate desire to kill things. It is for those of you that just want something new and to experience something they haven't before, or to be a part of a larger community. What else could you want out of a new game? But that is just my opinion, my first impression of the game. What do you guys think? Are you excited? Are you looking forward to eventually trying this out, or do you even want to? Let me know in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this and I'll see you all next time. Peace.